Hello everyone, I'm Claire Marie B and welcome to my February plan with me. This month my theme is love, of course, for February. It's the first time in my bullet journal that I've done the love theme so full on, but it's not necessarily romantic love. I figure everybody can celebrate love and we all need a little bit of love right now with everything that's going on in the world, so that's the reason for my theme this month. I've started by drawing love hearts all over the page, some random circles as well, and then doing my lettering for February. I've really been practicing my lettering over the last month and I'm hoping I'm getting a little bit better, but I've still got some way to go on that. I then randomly coloured all my hearts in using different shades of grey and pink, and then finally I've used some metallic markers to do some dots across the page as well in pink and silver. Finally, on the left hand side is my quote for the month. So where there is love, there is life, from Gandhi. Again, this is, as I've said, not necessarily celebrating romantic love, but I think this is really fitting right now for everybody because everybody needs a little bit of love right now. And now onto my calendar spread for the month. I normally use a Dutch door spread in the month for one of my weekly spreads. This month I've decided to do a Dutch door on the monthly calendar spread, so a little bit different for me. And instead of doing just a straightforward cut straight line, I've decided to shake things up a little bit and use the love hearts down the side instead. What I love about doing a Dutch door like this is that you can make a spread look really different on any month. So you could use this idea on any of your forthcoming spreads, and it's so interesting how it looks completely different month by month depending on what shape and colours you use, just by making a few little tweaks. For the boxes of the days of the month, this month instead of doing my straight lines, which as you've known from my previous bullet journals I always seem to get wobbly anyway, I've done random lines round and round to make things seem a little bit more haphazard, and I just think it gives a nice twist to the spread and is more in keeping with the modern feel of it this month. If you saw my 2021 bullet journal setup, you'll have seen me use tracing paper to do my word of the year, which was embrace. I'll put a link to the video if you haven't seen that yet, so that'll pop up for you. For those that did, I've used tracing paper earlier on in the year, and I really want to use that throughout the year as well. So I've decided to do that in this monthly spread too. On the other side of my Dutch door, I've decided to do a planner for the month, so I'm going to list all my monthly tasks. I've also got a section for me to pop my Instagram posts on. This is a perfect section if you want to do some planning for the month, just to get yourself organised. It could be that you may have some study or some things to do with work, and this is a really good spread to have on the other side of the monthly spread, so you can flip between the two. For my mood tracker this month, how could I do anything other than lots of hearts across the page? I like to track happy and sad, and also other things like if I'm being productive, if I've got lots of energy. I then have used my stamps to pop all my other things down that I like to track as well, and highlighted in some pink, and that's my monthly trackers done. This is my monthly brain dump page where I like to put thoughts, memories, inspirations, goals that I might have that pop into my head throughout the month. It's just somewhere for me to capture everything. I try to... Sometimes my brain dump page is a little bit bare and I think, oh well, I'll decorate it throughout the month, but often I run out of time or just forget about the page being there. So this month I've decided to do more decoration to start with, and use lots more colour, and then I'll put everything around these hearts. Last year I got into a really good habit of adding a picture of the month on this page, and I stopped doing it when things got a little more serious with the pandemic. I wasn't going out as much, there weren't as many occasions to be taking photographs of, but I've decided this year as my resolution, I'm going to include a picture in there, something that I'm happy about, grateful for. We can still create memories despite if we're in lockdowns or we can't go and see certain people. I still want to be able to create that and capture what's going on. So I've made a determined effort this year that I'm going to do that. For the title of the page, I'm popping that on tracing paper so that it can sit over the top of the hearts and the colour will shine through. And for those of you who've watched my videos before, as you know, this page I call my Ponzi rather than a brain dump. A new spread that I started in January is 1 word a day. I've been loving doing this. I can't believe I haven't done this before. So at the end of a day, I pick a word that summarises the day. And it's another great way for me to practice my lettering each day as well. So I'm really enjoying that. And it's super easy to set up because it's just a blank box with the numbers of the days of the week all the way around it. So there we go. The other thing that I'm tracking on this page is my steps. So I've been focusing on my steps. I want to be healthier, I want to be fitter. So I've been making sure each month that I'm tracking my steps separately. I used to include it in my monthly habit trackers, but now because I want to focus on it more, I find a way of recording and seeing patterns and trends in what I'm doing on days where it's easier to do my steps or not so easy, and setting myself little goals for the week as well. And that's my monthly setup complete. Thank you so much for joining me. Please tag me in your setups because I'd love to see your creations as well. And I'll see you next month.